Hey guys, here at SHOT 2020 on the show floor at Sightmark, and I'm with Caitlin from Sightmark as well. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thanks for stopping by. We're glad to have you.
We'd like to hear about this.
Absolutely. So Sightmark has come out with two brand new solar power red dot optics. What you're holding there is the Element, and then up here is the Volta. So both of these optics come with a low profile as well as a riser mount. They run off obviously solar power, but if you need to, they have battery backup. So you can keep the keep the red dot the same brightness of what you're looking for.
Gotcha. And this is the first time Sightmark has entered the solar arena in terms of solar powered optics.
Correct. Yes, you're going to see a lot of these optics around. They're a good price point. They retail from about $199 to $299.
Gotcha.
And the red dot is either 2 or 3 MOA.
Gotcha. Can you pick which one? Is there a separate product, or you pick at the factory? You want the 2 MOA one, or you want the 3 MOA one?
This one is the 3 MOA, and this one's the 2 MOA.
Understood.
Yes, so it depends on what model.
And so the riser, I have to buy that separately?
They come together, so you have options. You can do a low profile or the riser.
Okay.
It comes with it.
So I buy one product, and it has, I can either have it sighted standard, or I can have it with the riser.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. Question I have with this, for hunters or folks who do a lot of night shooting, hunting pigs at night and stuff like that. If I have this solar-powered optic in my gun safe and I pull it out for my night shoot, there's no light in the gun safe. It's not going to charge there. It's not going to charge at night either. Am I in a predicament where I won't be able to see anything?
No, because it's the dual battery power as well.
Gotcha. All right. Hey guys, still at Sightmark, and now we're here with Chase, and we're going to talk about this 4K digital rifle scope.
That's right, yeah. So last year, about summer, we introduced our first color digital, okay? So this one opens up the daytime market, so guys can use it with a full HD screen. So that was the Wraith HD, retailed for $499 for the 32 zoom, and it's got a night mode that you switch into when you want to use your infrared, because the color screens don't pick up infrared as good, so that's typically a daytime use, but that way shooters get one or the other. And obviously the next iteration of that over the HD is the 4K screen.
This is 4K.
4K, right.
But the ocular lens is 720.
Right.
So you're looking through this and you're seeing almost like a degraded picture, but the images when you download them are going to be 4K.
Right, sure. Right,
Okay.
exactly. And that's an improvement over some of the competitors out there that don't. It stays with the degraded image.
Gotcha.
So outside of that, a lot of the similarities between the Wraith HD and the 4K are pretty simple. It's got your standard diopter adjustment, your lens focus, a powerful 850 built-in IR illuminator. So once you do switch from day into night mode, then that's what you'd use either with a green screen or black and white, and that's just more of a user preference.
How far out can you start IDing and get positive identification for that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so depending on the conditions, right? So any kind of night vision, you need some kind of IR. So if I've got a full moon, my conditions are always going to be a little bit better than if I have straight cloud cover and I'm using only the onboard IR. But right now, we think with the Wraith HD, guys are getting between 200 and 250 yards, sometimes better. So this one, we're probably comfortable saying anywhere from 300 to 500, depending on the conditions.
And these are usually hog hunters and stuff like that?
Right,
or?
hog, coyote, any kind of predator, right.
Gotcha.
Right.
And now, we'll show people, we'll swing this around, so they can see the, actually I'll put it like that, so you can see that this is the IR piece right there.
Right.
This comes with the scope.
Right, all comes integrated, so all you've got to do is attach it. So if you just want to reduce the weight and use it during the daytime full color, you can. When you're ready to go hunt at night, you just slap your IR on there. And takes its own 2 CR123 batteries, its own power levels, and then a focusable beam, so you can take that and can track the beam outwards.
Now question, if I have my own IR flood set up,
sure.
I technically don't need this, and
nope.
I can put that on the rifle or use it however I want.
Yep, there's tons of aftermarket guys out there that are doing some sniper hog lights and some others, and guys pair it with them, and it just gives them. This will pick up. The more IR you can get it, the more it'll take.
Okay.
You just gotta, when you're in open fields, more IR is always better. If you are in sometimes wooded and brushed areas, a lot of times if you use too much IR, it'll actually hit that brush and foliage and bounce back into the unit.
Yeah.
So just use it in moderation, depending on your conditions.
Okay. So can you talk about some of the features now, like these little buttons and all this stuff, and maybe for guys who are curious, like how do I even zero this?
Yeah, so it's got a one-shot zeroing system. So this is how you navigate the menu here, okay? So it's only 2 buttons here on the side. You've got your power, and then this one does 2 things. It goes into your different day and night modes. and then it alternates between video record and picture taking. Okay,
Gotcha.
so that one does that. All your menu is here, right? So one hold of that will pull up your menu options, and then you can basically use this toggle to scroll into the different menu functions.
Okay.
When you want to zero this in, you go into the zeroing setup in the menu, and you'll basically, let's say you bore sight it at 40, 50 yards, and I'm on paper and I'm 6 inches right and 8 inches down. If I'm in that one-shot zeroing mode, I basically will have a blinking X that pops up. I toggle this over, I move my point of impact goes right. When I hit sync, it then moves onto the vertical axis. I scroll down to my point of impact and hit sync, and I'm zeroed right in. Right.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
pretty quick.
Yeah.
And then you can shoot, confirmations as well. with
Sure.
that, yeah.
Sure.
And then these different dials, ocular dials. This is a focus ring.
Right,
What
yeah.
are
So
these?
just like on a daytime scope, right? So this is your diopter adjustment. So this is for every shooter's individual eye curvature. So we tell guys is pull up the menu and get that image as crisp as you can with the diopter. You'll never touch that again, right? The only time that changes is if the user changes. Then everything else after that is your lens focus, right? So as you magnify through the different digital ranges, that's when you need to refocus your image.
So really, it's a digital zoom, but this manual piece is really connecting to a digital piece there.
Right.
Technically, you could have just a button that zooms it, right?
Right,
So this
right.
isn't an actual,
Yep, and that's what it
inside
does
scope.
in here. So you'll do one touch once you're in the zoom function, and you can go from, I want to say 4 to 24, and being with a 4K screen, it doesn't pixelate near as quickly, so it maintains its image very, very well.
Well, thank you so much, Chase. Really
Yeah, of
appreciate
course. Appreciate you coming by. Thank you.
it. Thank you.